We talk about many businesses undergoing a digital transformation, but how is it affecting brands when it comes to data and market research insight? Well, Keerti Nair is the head of insight at RB, Reckitt Benckiser, as many people would know it. What's the sort of big thing on your plate at the moment?
It is actually digital transformation. It started last year. It's a company, a vision. It's one of the key principles that RB is focusing on. So what's on my plate is ensuring that our digital investments are really effective. We are able to present at the right place at the right time to the right consumer, whether it's brick and mortar stores, whether it's e-commerce. So yes, that's definitely the first thing on my agenda.
Isn't that what companies should have been doing, are doing all the time in marketing? Why do you think there's this particular issue right now with making sure that whatever the marketing team is outputting is actually worth it?
I think it's worked both ways. On the one hand, media is a lot more fragmented now. You have media consumption that's driven, whether it's social media or whether it's video on demand. So on the one hand, it's driven a lot by consumers on what they are viewing. On the other hand, it's also whether the traditional media investments have been delivering as much, and have we reached a point of saturation? And if so, then what are those touch points that we haven't really leveraged, especially in the consumer goods world?
Do you think you sort of get the credit that you perhaps deserve for driving that transformation within a business like RB?
Absolutely, now even more so, because this is a journey that not just Insights as a team is making, it's a journey that the whole company is making. And as long as you don't just talk about a reactive validation, saying, you've done well, you've done badly, to being a part of the journey, being a companion through and through, is what is Insights team has been doing, and I do believe that we get a lot of recognition now, having partnered to make change happen.
So what are you doing here at Quirks? You've done a bit of a speech here, a presentation. What was your message to the audience?
I think there were two messages. One was the fact that whenever we talk about agile techniques or tools or insights, there is this misconception that the rigor is compromised. The level of risk is higher when you use agile insights to inform business decisions. And I want to take away that misconception, because if you use data just once and ditch it, then yes. If you actually are able to connect dots over time and leverage everything you've gathered through agile means, it can really work in your favor. That's number one. Number two is democratizing insights. I truly believe we are living now at a time when if every person in the organization is not given all the insight tools, techniques, reports, numbers, then that iron curtain is not going to help a lot our profession. You will become far more relevant when you become far more transparent.
That seems to be the opposite of thinking along the lines of knowledge is power.
Yeah, and unless you make others powerful, I don't think you'll earn a seat at the table.
The IAB has talked quite widely to the industry in the last few days about needing to move away from click-through rates when it comes to the effectiveness of particular digital advertising. You do a lot of digital advertising. What's your take on that?
Absolutely. I couldn't subscribe more to the idea. We seem to pat our backs on viewability metrics. The definitions have, of course, been changing platform to platform, with walled gardens being there and whatnot. I think there's a genuine need to reassess what qualifies as effectiveness of a media investment. And it can't just be about click-through rates. It can't just be about impressions. It needs to go the whole hog. We need to make it more accountable on whether it results in sales. And a lot of the work that we are doing in RB is making sure that it's an end-to-end measurement. It can't just be viewability metrics coming through and you saying the campaign has worked. Let's clap.
But do you have a preferred set of metrics now?
We do. I mean, we are a very commercially driven organization, so the standard metrics of driving penetration, bringing in new users, driving consumption, gaining market share, that is going to be the DNA.
So more of a holistic set of...
And it has to be holistic. It needs to be driving business outcomes. It can't just be about viewability.
But what about granular effectiveness, one particular campaign, one particular advert? What about that?
Absolutely. So we actually Yes, it is important for you to look at individual campaigns, but my job is to ensure that consumers are seen, it's seen from a consumer point of view. I don't remember the last time a consumer spoke of a 6-second bumper versus a 20-second copy versus a Facebook carousel. That's not how mental availability works. And it's extremely important that we, while we look at viewability for one specific campaign, we zoom out and look at whether it's driven top of mind awareness, whether it's driving business outcomes.
Keerti, thank you very much. Hi, I'm James Wright and thanks for watching Marketing Media Money. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thanks for watching.